Hey, welcome to Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
I'm Greg. How you doing, nerds?
What's up, bud? Hot 100.
This is it, sir. The CW, the 100.
That's us.
No one thought we'd make it. They all counted us out, but here we are. Milestone for a podcast, I am told. So, this is the 100th
We just don't give up.
No
matter how many people don't listen to us.
We watch it all, so you don't have to.
There he is.
Yeah, it's for that one fan out there, or one subscriber. This is for you. You're my subscriber.
All for you.
Yeah, well, we got some Willow episode 4 for you. The Whispers of Nockmaar. Survivor. Woohoo! Big finale. We're going to talk about that. Snap some necks and cash some checks. National Treasure. Yikes. Edge of History. Yeah. We'll talk about the 2-episode premiere about that. But before we do that, let's get into some Willow. So if you're a fan of the movie, then you'll like that they return to, the castle of the evil Queen Bavmorda. Even threw in the General Kale. Did you notice?
I saw that.
That was played by the late, great Pat Roach.
Yeah.
Stuntman Harrison Ford. He was also the German mechanic in the first Indiana Jones movie, fighting with Harrison. That's Pat Roach. So, it was cool to see that character again. But I thought it was a bit of a bottle episode in a way where...
A little bit.
Nothing much. They kind of stayed in one spot, right? And... various things ensued, and
although there were a few lessons to learn, like Borman should not drink out of bottles left with corpses.
Yeah, exactly. And if they hadn't shown Eric, I totally forgot about him. It's like here we are 4 episodes in now, and he only appeared in the first. So I'm like, okay, that guy. That's who they're looking for.
Yeah. Hey.
How about a quick cut to him every now and then instead of, 3
Just to see how he's doing.
Yeah. I mean, come on. But otherwise, not too much happened. They just saved our buddy there, Tony Revolori's character from...
Well, considering Elora Danan kind of tapped into her power, right?
Yeah.
In order to save him. So we can say that a little something happened. Wasn't just oh really? Oh, you finally did? Okay, no. She sucked the bad life right out of him.
Yeah. Sounds like a different movie, but okay.
But we also got a little insight into what's his name too, like how he killed his brother.
Graydon. Well, yes, but we don't know why exactly he did that, right? Was he possessed or something? Because he seems to be up on all the spells and magic. So I'm curious if, he doesn't want to be king. That's one thing in the Game of Thrones world. It's deliberate and why, but he didn't. Looks like he didn't want the power. So I'm just curious if it's some.
Well, I think it's more like he studied all the powers and then he dabbled in it, and it cost him his brother.
Well, he must have got possessed because it was him that pushed him out of the tree.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So then he just kind of like, no, I don't want this anymore. But he still has all the knowledge.
Yeah, I know Elora Danan saw all that before she got rid of it, right? So she knows what he's hiding. And I like the movie flashbacks because, that scene with Willow when he makes the kid disappear. But, you stupid hag.
Well, you got to love all that. It's where it all comes from, so you got to tap into that in order to bring this up. But I'm sitting there, Willow is supposed to have become this big sorcerer, but when he does something, it takes a lot out of him.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I think he doesn't want to, or he uses it sparingly because he knows the toll it's taking, and I don't know, maybe he has a finite amount left. I don't know, or takes a year off his life. Who knows?
Oh, hey, you never know, right?
Yeah.
The curse of magic.
That's right.
Shortens your lifetime, just like cigarettes.
Yeah. And alcohol. Okay.
And alcohol, yes. He doesn't drink either, so, Unlike Borman.
Yeah, he's got...
Corpse clutching a bottle. Hey, let's see what he was drinking.
Yeah. Probably had nothing to do with his death at all.
No, nothing. And then he's all fucking juiced up trying to open the damn, unlock the treasure. He's just slathering it with all that goop. It's like, just lubing it up.
Yeah, it's the one thing I told you not to do. Go to the tower. Okay.
Well, you know, as soon as he said that, they're going to end up there.
Yep, they all were, actually.
Yeah. But he defeated him with his friends.
Yeah. And we only have 4 episodes left. So they're going to have to speed it up.
They definitely
now.
got a lot of story to tell. It looks like Kit and, what's her name, sort of finding common ground a little bit.
Miss Muffin?
Well, Miss Muffin and her friend there.
Her girlfriend?
The girlfriend that wants to be a knight.
And Feast Nest. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So, yeah, there's a little... I think after all this, there's going to be a little bit of bonding. I mean, Allura showed that she has something, right? And everybody's kind of like, okay, well, maybe she's not just the muffin girl, you know?
Well, yeah, but I still like the running gag of the muffins, because when she had to find a dead possum, she's like, is that what you put in your muffins? Okay. I like how we're keeping this thing going, you know?
Yeah, not letting that go.
It must be some muffins, man, and I love a good muffin, so now I'm like, Jesus, how good are these things?
There you go. That's we'll see those on the shelves next week. Willow, Allura Dannon's muffins. The Willow brand muffin, Willow brand bakery.
Well, but you ready to get in some Survivor? Because I got stuff to say. So, as we know, my boy Jesse did not win. I had him picked, but you make a big move, you get smacked down. But the only fault I have with Jesse is that when you're cast on the show, they tell you, but they don't have to tell you. Everyone knows you have to make fire. So for 6 months, while you're waiting to go on, morning till night, you should be making fire in your backyard. Yep. He clearly did not do that. Okay, no. So I got to put a lot of the blame on himself. Now, however, also, did you notice in that last challenge, it didn't seem like he was playing with any sense of urgency. Like, he's smart enough to know if you don't win this, Jesse, I'm going home. Did you not think he wasn't really working that hard? I mean...
well, you know what? I mean...
Courtney? Claire? What's her name? Okay.
Cassidy.
Cassidy, that's right, Cassidy. Sorry, Cassidy.
Well, you know what? I mean, it seems just him and Owen really seemed to be... Her and Owen seemed to be the ones that were really, really going for it.
Yeah, no,
Gabler was trying, but then when everything dropped, he was just like...
Well, he didn't have to, because he knew, again, there's no point in Final 3, another, survival of the weakest. Owen didn't get a single vote, but Gabler knew she definitely wasn't going to sit next to Jesse, so he didn't have to do anything, you know.
He knew.
Sure, he could have tried, but, but...
Hey, you know what? It's not a bad thing going into the final tribal council with that thing around your neck.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, and one of the jurors brought it up, Cassidy should have pitted herself against Jesse for fire. That's the only way she would have won. She definitely would have got more than one vote, because only one survivor in history did that. This is one of the seasons you missed. They sent this guy to Exile Island for like most of the game. He comes back and he wins, so he's in Final 3, but he knows no one's going to vote for him, so he had to do the biggest, ballsiest move ever, and that's what he does. He gives up his immunity and does fire, wins the fire challenge, and everyone votes for him. So that's if Cassidy had done that, and I know her reasoning was, well, I felt I earned that last challenge. Yeah, you did, but you only got one vote. You would have made more of a statement had you gone up against Jesse, and I think you would have won, right? I mean...
Actually, you know what? I don't think so.
Well, come on.
I don't think so.
Against Jesse?
No.
You don't think she would have won?
No.
Why?
Basically because...
You're talking about the fire. We're talking about the fire challenge, right? If she had challenged...
Yeah. But I don't think she would have... Well, she might have won the fire challenge, but I don't think she would have won the $1 million.
Well, I think she would have got more than one vote.
Maybe, but I think Gabler... because they said Gabler won everybody. He won them over at.
Well,
Tribes.
yes. Well, that's what I was going to say about Gabler. I've never seen any survivor. Now, finally, thank God, some survivor paid attention. You don't disagree with the jury. You know, he had him laughing, eating out of the palm of his hand. He saved his whole game for this one moment, and he did everything, said everything correctly. You know, like
he was completely honest on how he played it.
Yeah,
and this is the guy. He won. His big move was not making a move.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, right? Jesse makes the biggest move ever, but you know, when you do that, you know,
you're targeted.
Yeah, so it's the hardest thing in the world to have to decide: do I go now or do I wait? You know,
and like Gabler said, you know, he made alliances with all the alliances.
Yeah,
everybody thought he was with them, and he kept that under the radar the whole time, and because of that, everybody respected him for that. Everybody, you know, like just right underneath the radar, right underneath everybody, and I think that's what won him that $1 million, to which he gave away.
Yes. Now, here's where I'm irked and bone of contention, because I have a letter dated more than 14 years ago where I wrote Jeff Probst and said, because I was so desperate to get on the show, they weren't taking Canadians. I was the first one to say, I will donate the money to charity, and the charity of your choice. I said, like, this got me. This, like, I'm happy he won, but that was my idea, you know. Like, so it was bittersweet.
I don't think he. I don't think he said, well, Greg Hanno.
No, of course not. But I want you here now and our one listener to know. Okay, that's fact. I still have that letter. Yeah. Now, but I read an article. He said he was actually ashamed for bringing it up. Like he felt bad, but I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, you go down in the records. You're the only one to have done it, you know. Now, for me, CBS Jeff should have right away said we'll match that, you know, like because you know, even though it's $1 million, they only get $500,000, and I'm sure there's some stupid law about Uncle Sam's still going to take their chunk before you give it to charity. I'm pretty sure anyway. So I think
for sure
CBS and Survivor should have said, okay, we'll kick in the other $500,000, you know, but let's hope this story ends well, and he does it, not like Amber Heard did, you know, when she won in court against Johnny and she didn't donate a penny of the millions she said. So Gabler, oh boy, don't turn into a Richard Hatch. Just do what you said.
No, I think he will. I mean, and you know what? I liked the reaction of everyone else. You know, like they were all like, "Oh wow, that's cool," and like. You know, one of them, I think, what was it, Ryan, whose father was military or something like that?
Yeah.
And he completely respected that.
Well, I kept going between Cassie's reaction. Cassie was like hyperventilating the whole. She couldn't believe she lost. I'm like, Jesus, Cassidy, you know, I mean, it's cute. You thought you had a chance, but think about Owen there next to you. He didn't get a single vote. I mean.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. The curmudgeon didn't get anything.
Yeah, well, this is why it's stupid doing 3. It should be 2. You know, it's more meaningful.
Yeah.
But
you know what? I mean, like I said, I think Gabler, out of the 3 of them, deserved it just based on his gameplay. He didn't. He didn't ruffle any feathers. He kept everybody. He kept on. Well, I mean, he got a little ruffly at the beginning there, and then he just kind of like.
Well, yeah. Again, yeah, smart enough to.
A la Gabler, sunk down to the bottom.
Yeah, well, exactly. Cool. You got to push your personality down when you want to strangle that person's neck at the campfire. No, I can't do that. You know, the slightest dirty look sends you home. So.
But you notice, like everybody owned up to their bullshit too.
Well, no. Well, they called out Cassidy on one thing because one of the jurors asked another juror if that was true. So, and then she said, but then she admitted, okay, you got me, you know. But yeah. Otherwise, everyone else's story was straight, you know.
Mm-hmm. You know, Owen was trying to, I guess you could say, curry favor with James by saying, "Yeah, I regret having that." And So
Well, I read the article with Cassidy, the reporter asked her, so do you think, what's her name, the lesbian that got voted off, did she at Ponderosa say what she was going to do and put everyone against you? She's saying, well, I don't know. I'll never know, right? But she goes, it crossed my mind.
Mhm.
And
Carla.
like I said, yeah, Carla, that could have happened.
Well, it could have. But well, another season down.
Did you see the trailer for the next one on March 1st?
Yeah, linebacker for the Seahawks.
Well, no, it looks more like Naked and Afraid. It looks like they're giving him less than nothing. Okay, now like they're depriving him of everything, food and whatnot, rice. So, yeah, it looks much more cutthroat. This
but you know
dirty.
what? Like I said, I'd be sitting there like going, okay, I'm sharpening a stick and going into the water. You know, like I'm gonna. There is a thing called spearfishing. You stand in the water and you just jab at whatever moves, right? So it's like there's food to be had. It's just they don't go out and get it.
Yep.
You know, like when Owen and was it Cassidy that went for steak?
Yeah, those two.
Yeah. You know, Gabler's sitting there, nibbling on coconut, and it's like, dude, get out in the water. You know, even Jesse, although Jesse's feels a little bit wussy to me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not from
inner city boy.
He's pretty far from the ocean or doing surfing or spearfishing, but yeah.
But I mean, you get on there, right? And you think, well, let's look back to every movie we've seen. Let's find a nice sharp rock, sharpen some sticks, and go fishing. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have fishing equipment. Well, fuck. Shave this down. All right, that's a good point. Come here. Or maybe that's just the era I was born in.
Quite possibly.
There are ways to do this. Didn't anyone watch Gilligan's Island?
Or the previous 43 seasons of Survivor. Okay. all you have is there in a textbook on how to win, and survive. So.
Hey, one guy killed a boar.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but there's more of I've read all the behind the scenes stuff, so there's talk that the producers just happened to let that thing loose go in the cab. It didn't wander through aimlessly. But whatever, that's that guy's now in prison anyway. But anyway.
Is he really?
Yes, the feds found child porn on his laptop. So yikes.
Geez.
Yeah, Mike Skupin, got sent away.
No, I just recently watched First Blood, and it's just that scene where Rambo's on the top of a trunk of a tree with the. I mean, yes, he had his knife and it was tied to a stick. He made a spear, but I mean, there's ways of making a spear out in the wild.
Well, sure.
You know? I mean, Cro-Magnon man did it. We're a lot smarter than that.
Yeah. If you want to survive, you'll find a way.
Yeah, exactly. Anywho,
another season down, season 44
in the spring,
March 1st. Yeah. Well, still winter, but I don't consider spring till April, but that's me. But yeah, March 1st. All right, so National Treasure: Edge of History, 2 episode premiere. I'm a Ghost treasure map. Let me just say, yikes! I really don't know. I can keep watching, and I think this is the most wokish show I've ever seen. So let's recap. We have the black girl, we have the Latina girl, we have the Asian guy, and we're just not sure what Oren is. Okay, but
he's just brown.
But the actor's Italian, so we're assuming he could fill in for anyone. But yeah,
right.
Okay. Yikes! I don't know. Let's go to you because I don't know what to say. What do you think?
Well, I mean, it had the National Treasure flavor. I'll give it that. And there's enough going on for me to keep watching, but there's not enough there for me to be super excited about it. Okay?
Well, yeah, Riley Poole still hasn't showed up yet, so maybe.
No. We like Riley. Riley's great. I mean, I went back and watched the first National Treasure after I saw that, so it's kind of like.
Well, yeah, I like that movie better than the first 2 episodes.
Well, of course, yes, big time.
But even though Nicolas Cage was toning down his Nicolas Cage-ness, I mean, I didn't mind Billy. I mean, Catherine Zeta-Jones, I guess she was good. I mean, but for the other ones,
it felt very Scooby Gang.
Yeah, Scooby. Yeah.
You know, but I mean, nearing the end of the second episode. Okay, now we're getting a few twists and turns. This could be interesting. I think like originally the first ones were about American treasures, and now we're about Incan and Mayan and Aztec treasure. So, considering she's Latin American, or she's Latino because she's not American yet. They're kind of going in that direction with it, but it's like I said, it's enough there for me to want to see what happens next, but not enough for me to be excited about it. Yeah. I like that they brought in Harvey Keitel as Sandusky. Interesting twist. I mean, he was always a question mark in the movies, right? What did he know? What was he? Who, turns out he is a Grandmaster Mason?
Yes.
And then he was kind of handing things down to his kids, who were kind of like acting like John Voight's character in the movies, like, the treasure's not real. Oh shit, the treasure's real. Right? So I see the similarities between his grandson and like John Voight's character as the non-believer who knows everything but is like, okay. So I don't know. I really, really don't know. How about you?
Yeah, no, it was rough for me, but like I said, it's strange to see the Disney logo because you could just easily slap the CW logo on this. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'll try another one.
Well, I mean, right now that last twist that her mother wrote the manuscript for something, never told her about it and downplayed her father's, I guess you could say, occupation. So there's enough twist and turn there to say, okay, you got me curious. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, but you got me curious. So,
well, I'm rewatching Hawkeye again, just because when it came out last year, it came out in November, so I'm enjoying that more than this. Because it's Christmas, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Hawkeye would definitely be a good Christmas addition to.
I'm enjoying it all over again.
All the Christmas.
Kate Bishop. Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop. Stop making me try to like you.
Yeah, I just saw that one.
Yeah. No, those two have to have a show together.
Well, there's some talk because Disney tweeted that actual scene, and so everyone thinks there's going to be a season 2 now. So either they're just doing it to remind everyone what came on last year, but you never know.
Well, maybe
it's cryptic or it's not. So let's get into, speaking of Marvel, let's get into DC. Wow. James Gunn, what can we say? Let's just say right now, as we speak, Fire James Gunn is trending. In the span of moments, he got rid of Henry Cavill, Superman, who just did the cameo in Black Adam. He's removed the Superman and Wonder Woman cameos from The Flash, took out Ben Affleck's part as Batman. Like, what in the hell? Okay, like, I know you're the new guy and you want to reboot everything, but come on, you don't need to reboot Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Come on, I mean,
no, you know what?
Jesus, I don't know. What do you think, man?
You know what? With all of that, everyone wants to negate the Snyderverse, negate with it. You know what? It's a storyline. Okay, it's not a universe. It's a storyline. Zack Snyder had his storyline. Boom. You keep the same characters, the same people, tell a new story, right? That's what they do in the comic books. You got a writer and artist team going. They do a story arc. If it's popular, great. If they keep going, if it's not, a new writer and artist team comes in. Okay, and they keep the same characters, but just keep on going.
Yes, these guys can all still play ball. They're not
no shit.
old. They're still in their prime. And then
you got half the planet loving Henry Cavill as Superman. No, let's switch that up.
Yeah, all this big fight to put him in the camp. Oh, he's in Black Adam. We had to fight, right? And then boom. And then we think, okay, well, now he's out of Superman. We get him back in Witcher and go, no, he announces he's doing. I'm a little happy for him this, because you know how he likes Warhammer, right? And painting those miniatures. There's going to be a Warhammer 40,000 show for Amazon, but that thing is years and years away. It's just an idea.
Well, I mean,
now.
He didn't leave Witcher for Superman. He left Witcher because the script went to shit.
Well, maybe we'll find out the real reasons in years from now. But there's so much he said, she said.
Yeah, well, that's always the way with Hollywood. Yeah. But I mean, Jimmy Gunn. Sorry, I mean he dropped for me with that second Suicide Squad movie.
Well, he must have dropped even further with you after this. Okay.
I mean. The whole Peacemaker is about the only good thing that came out of Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah, the TV show. Yeah.
Yeah.
That TV show was better than the movie. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. John Cena, coming out to fight with his helmet and tighty whities.
Yeah.
Come on.
Do you really wanna? Yeah.
But I mean, I think James Gunn's got a little bit of a swelled head with respect to, well, look what I did with Guardians.
Yeah, wasn't so long ago he was canceled, if you recall.
Yeah, so tweets. I mean, Guardians 1 was lightning in a bottle. Guardians 2 wasn't that great.
Nope. I don't remember a thing about it.
No,
but
and
first
you get to Guardian now. We got the Guardians holiday special, which just sucked ass.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that Kevin Bacon got kidnapped to be as a gift for Star-Lord, which kind of great with the canon, but other than that just went down the drain. And now Guardians 3. What fresh hell is that going to be now?
Yeah, wasn't too impressed by the trailer, but whatever.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I don't know what it is when a couple of these directors, they get too far in and they just kind of go sideways. The only ones that didn't do it were the Russo brothers. Russo brothers were consistent all the way through. Taika went batshit.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? The mad genius. So for some reason, Thor Ragnarok came out amazing, and they're like, yeah, do it again. No, you can only do it once.
Yeah.
Because now you believe you're a mad genius, right? So
exactly. James Gunn is the same sort of thing. It just kind of like, no. So, I mean, right now, my only... Marvel, oh my God, I can't wait for this to show up, is Deadpool.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Speaking of Marvel, again, this is rumor or it's about to be announced, but they say Donald Glover is going to star in a Spider-Man movie as, here we go, Hypno Hustler. Apparently, Hypno Hustler. He's a lead singer in a band, and he can hypnotize. They can hypnotize people with their music. Yeah, I'm not making this up. This article.
Why?
I don't know. Like the most obscure person you can think of. Oh boy. Anywho,
I mean, there are plenty of villains to pick from, especially Spider-Man's rogues gallery.
Yeah, and I've never even heard of Hypno Hustler. I mean,
no,
it was probably
we haven't seen a good Rhino. I mean, Paul Giamatti in a mech suit is not Rhino. Okay. Who else can? I mean, Vulture. You can bring back the Vulture. Who else? Prowler.
Yeah, he came to Fortnite.
You know,
he can come to the movies.
You know, you can hit Prowler in a way.
Yeah,
you know,
he first
across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
that trailer dropped, and that was awesomeness.
The first Hypno Hustler, he appeared first in November '78. Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 24. So yes, 1978, and that's
Come on, Hypno Hustler. That's
lead singer of the
disco.
Mercy Killers. Yeah.
Sounds like a disco group.
Oh boy, it was. Okay.
Yeah, like oh my gosh.
Well, we'll switch back to DC. Give you some good news. Your Superman and Lois season 3 is coming out on March 14, 2023.
It's a good show.
This will get you happy. To no one's surprise, Blockbuster at Netflix has been canceled. Kind of saw that coming. Okay, so not only do we not have the last Blockbuster on Earth anymore, we don't have it in the show. Okay. And also Amazon has ordered a God of War TV series based on the great 2018 Sony video game. Now, they better put the Dutch Giant. Have you seen the Dutch Giant walking around dressed as Kratos? Man, it's perfect casting. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
He recently did it for an ad or commercial or something. I mean, I know so did Ben Stiller, but no, the Dutch Giant. He's like 7'4".
No. I've just been watching like the Red Band trailer for Legends of Vox Machina came out.
Yeah. 4 dragons, buddy. 4 dragons.
What are we going to do?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck shit up!
Yeah. Looks like they're pulling Ant-Man Thanos, too. No, the other end. Okay.
And you know what? With this group, I could just see them saying, that's where they got it from.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Because that's just what they would do. They have that mentality.
Well, someone make a live action already. You stick Peter Dinklage in there, you know, Scanlan, you know. Don't tell me Dave Bautista can't do what's his face there.
A Grog?
Yeah, Grog. I mean, come on, just do it already.
Travis Willingham is actually a big man. He's a big boy. He could play Grog. I don't think everybody else could play their characters, though. I don't think Liam O'Brien is as swift as Vex or Vax.
Well, that's all the Hollywood news I got, sir.
All right. I don't think I have. Did I see anything else? Can't remember.
I wrote them all down as they came, and unfortunately,
the only other thing I did this week was I rewatched Ford versus Ferrari.
Great
God,
movie.
I love that movie. I love that movie.
It's awesome.
Two characters, the two, Matt Damon and Christian Bale just played those characters so beautifully.
Yeah, that's an awesome movie.
I love how much of a shit disturber Carroll Shelby was.
Yeah.
Nice stopwatch. It's Italian. You want one? My favorite line in the movie. Anyway.
Italian.
All right, gang. You were here for it. The Hot 100 episodes of Butcher Bay Rejects. We don't know if we found our voice yet. Could have been episode 46.
We'll let you know if when we get to our second anniversary. We'll let you know. Okay.
Yeah.
January.
All right, gang. You have a good one. We will see you next week. This has been Butcher Bay Rejects. I'm Mark.
I'm Greg. See you later, nerds.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
You can find us on all our social media. You can search Butcher Bay Rejects on YouTube, at Bay Rejects on Twitter, at Butcher Bay Rejects on Facebook, as well as at Butcher Bay Rejects on TikTok. You can also find us on our website, butcherbayrejects.com. And you can find us on all the podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Alexa TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and Pandora. Thank you for listening, and tune in again.